We're going to shift gears a little bit. We're going to get a little whimsical and have some fun with our garden friends. We've got a bear. We have literally a handful left in Squirrel. We've got the frog. Look at that little froggy face. And we have the Cardinal on the far end. And these are stunning. Not only are they decorative characters with a nice flat surface on top, there's a solar panel on top, so there are lights underneath that when the sun goes down, they give you just a little sprinkling of light. $14 gets this home on the Flex Pay. Lorna, tell us about these.
Oh my gosh, it's only the third time we've ever seen these. These are new for 2025. HSN is the only place in the USA you can get these. Now, these are little side tables. They're decorative ornaments that you can put in the garden. They're huge. They're 1.5 feet tall, so 18 inches. They weigh just under 18 pounds. They're not going to blow over. They look like they're carved from real wood, Tamara. Looks like you've been to a carpenter or a woodcutter and said, can you make me an animal out of a piece of wood? Magnesium oxide, so it's very durable, but from every angle people will think it's wood. Now, Sarah Jennings is married to one of the founders of GreanBase, and she designs these at home here in England, draws them on a piece of paper, then they get brought to life. And these aren't just incredible characters during the day for your plant display, some bird food, your book, your phone, your cup of tea. At night, they have a little ring of lights underneath. There's a solar panel on the top. You just turn the button on underneath the log part, and at night, these will come to life. And whichever character you choose, you're guaranteed to have never seen anything like this before, or your neighbors as well. Again, it's that neighbor envy. So Tamara, you just choose your favorite character. This is only the third time we've seen them. Last time the squirrel was running away in the lead. And look at every angle of that squirrel there, even his tail. I mean, it is incredible workmanship on these figurines. And then we've got the bear, we've got the frog, great if you've got a pond or a pool, and then we have the Cardinal.
Yes, there's really something for everybody. The funny thing is we all kind of gravitate towards one in particular. I will tell you, if you want the Squirrel, we've got a dozen left and that's it. 12 left and that's the end of the Squirrel. The Squirrel, the bear, and the Cardinal all have the look of like a slice of wood on top, and then the frog has the look of a lily pad on top. So that's the one that probably has the most color, as you can see right there. They're gonna fit so beautifully, and I just think they're so sweet. And Lorna, we're gonna show the, you can see the lights twinkling underneath. It's not a super bright light, but it's just enough to show off the detail here.
It is, Tamara. We only launched these a few weeks back, and there's already 4 reviews in. Every single review is 5-star. Every review, because people have fallen in love with these animals. And you're right, that light, it's an ambient, beautiful, warm glow that just illuminates your characters at night. This is something to make you smile. This is something that you can use for years to come. And the size of them, they're huge. 1.5 foot tall, about 18 inches. 18 pounds just under in weight, so they're not going to blow over. And in the UK, we use these to put bird food on, our books, our drinks, our suntan lotion. Perhaps it's some plants you want to display. But they are, for me, every single one has charm, has character. And the Cardinal, there's a lovely saying, when a loved one is near, a Cardinal will appear. And I think that's such a beautiful message. And I'm just going to quickly turn the Cardinal around to show you, again, the back detail, the feathers, the hand-finished work on these, every single angle of these. They are literally works of art. And I'm so glad you mentioned it. It looks like, you're right, on top of the Cardinal, the bear, and the Squirrel, that you've got a piece of wood that's been cut in half. And then the frog is the one that has a little lily pad on top. So again, if you've got a water feature or a fountain or a pond or a pool, that's your frog. Oh, look at him there. They're just, all of them make me smile, Tamara. Which one's your favorite?
I love the bear. I love the bear. Every summer, every year, my family and I, we go to a cabin in the Blue Ridge Mountains in Georgia, and I've been waiting to see a bear, and I haven't seen one, so I'm a little bear crazy. But look at how sweet, look at the details of this. Maybe for you, it's the Cardinal, and Lorna, I loved as you were showing all of the details of all of them. This Cardinal, we all kind of have a story maybe about one or another of these. The way we chose the house that we live in here in Florida is when we were out house hunting, we went out to the house that we live in now, and 2 cardinals came and
Oh,
planted in the trees, and they did not leave the entire time we were there. And so we said, okay, well, maybe they want us to live there. The squirrel,
yeah.
if you want the squirrel, you do have to be quick, just like the squirrels are quick. Oh, the squirrel's gone? And he took his little
Oh,
acorn with him. Okay,
oh.
there's 3 left. If your squirrel is in your shopping cart, go ahead and check out to make sure you were the last 3 to be able to get them. And then the frog is just, Lorna, you can almost hear him say ribbit. It's so
You can.
beautiful.
You can, Tamara. And they're just so well made, because if you went to a carpenter or a woodcutter expert and said, can you take me a tree trunk? Can you slice it up and make me a 1.5 foot figurine? A, it would take them weeks, and B, it would be so expensive. The beauty of magnesium oxide is it looks just like a huge piece of wood that's been carved into your figurine, but it's not got the weight or the expense. It is still weighty at 18 pounds, so they don't blow over. But this is just something exceptionally different, only at HSN in the USA. You're not going to get it elsewhere. And I think having that little solar panel on top is an added piece of, just a special touch. Make sure there's a button underneath, you turn it on. Daylight gets to your solar panel, and then at night, the little lights will come on and illuminate and give you that gentle glow, illuminating your figure. So, and by the way, don't use these as chairs. Children up to about the age of 5, they can sit on them fine, but not for adults. These are more like an occasional little side table. So I've got my cup of tea, I've got my book, you can put your phone on there. A lot of people here in the UK, we display plants on them, or we put bird food on them, because these are just a big way to create an impact in your garden or on your balcony. And again, Mother's Day, 11th of May, just around the corner. Instead of spending money, which is nice, on flowers or wine or chocolate, why not give a gift that's totally unique, totally guaranteed to cause a smile? And whether you do get your frog, your bear, or your little cardinal, it's guaranteed to just make an impact wherever you place it.
I'm telling you, I'm so glad that you're loving these as much as we are. They're fun and they're special, and sometimes you just want that special touch. And the funny thing is, and Lauren, I know that you can agree with this, sometimes like when you're looking around your garden and the spaces that you like to spend time in, you might be looking at an area and saying something's missing and I don't really know what. It's not,
Yes.
yeah, I could go buy a little table. Yeah, I could go, just put another plant there, but I kind of wanted something and I'm not sure what. When you're looking at this might be what is missing. A little fun, a little personality, something unexpected, a little conversation piece. The bear makes me happy. I love the details of the eyes. Look at the bottom of the paws. Just, there's so much detail in every one. I know you're loving the bear. We have fewer than 100 bears left. We've got the frog and we have the cardinal, and these are strong. To your point, they're not going to blow over. These are strong, and they are sturdy, and they are flat on the ground, and wherever you put them, they are just begging for that to really bring that space to life. So $14 is the flex pay. The frog is the most colorful. Look at this, shades of green. Look at the pretty pink flower, and I just love the expression. Look at the nose. It's just so cute.
It is, and it looks like it's a work of, well, it is a work of art. It looks like it's carved of wood, but it's magnesium oxide, very durable. And then the bear we've been talking about, so it looks like on top, he's got a slice of tree trunk there, he's holding above his head. That's the same with the cardinal. The frog does have the lily pad, but I just want to show you the back of the bear, because every detail, even his little tail here, that's all got that hand-finished look of real wood. I just think anything that you put on top of this, it's just going to be elevated, whether it is your favorite plant pot, maybe it is that cup of tea, maybe it's a glass of wine in the evening or a nice iced tea. And just having something different, it's really going to cheer you up, I think, especially, as we come into summer, you're waiting for your flowers to bloom, you want some kind of things of interest. Maybe you've got a balcony and you're thinking, do you know what, that's a perfect side table. When I've got my phone and my drink and my maybe cup of coffee in the morning and a croissant, I can put it on there next to me. But this is going to make you smile. And if you've got any children or grandchildren with birthdays coming up and they love going out in the garden, and maybe they want their own little special place where they can put their, coloring crayons and things, or their books, you can choose either the bear the Cardinal, and again, the feather detailing on the Cardinal.
Yes.
It's just exceptional from every angle.
Truly.
And then you've got that lovely frog.
Truly, go ahead and do it. You're seeing a close-up of the feather detail on that Cardinal, the colorful look of the frog. But I'll tell you, if you want the bear, a lot of you want the bear. The bear is going really fast. I love it.
Wow.
Shall we name him Yogi? Well, the bear needs a name, okay? We're down to our last 4 dozen left in little Yogi, in the bear, okay? So definitely go for it. It's 891322. Use that QR code as long as you see it, or you can shop on hsn.com to go ahead and pick them up. Lorna, thank you. How sweet was this? We'll see you again soon, okay?
Thank you. Thanks, Tamara. Thanks for having me. Happy Easter.
For sure. Happy Easter to you as well. Go ahead and pick up your new little friends, and we've got so much more for the garden coming up on the other side of the